What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to WR3D 21. It's time for a solid steel cage match, and hopefully increasing my agility before the deadline here in April. Let's go. Pin or submission? Who is our guest official here on NXT? What is the deal with the guest referee? I was not informed there would be a guest referee in this matchup, so I'm a little bit concerned that the fix is in and the screw job could happen. Can I use the door? I can. This is pinfall submission only and not escape the cage. So we'll find out here on a fine Tuesday. And Blake, you better stay out of the ring, Blake. You don't belong in this match. It's a cage for a reason. Me and Riker one-on-one with no outside interference. The point of the cage match in the first place. So, Tuesday. There is a bit of news. I didn't look into it too much, but we also have Raw to discuss. So, the Mighty don't kneel? Is this what's going on here? Like, alright, Riker, let me do a thing here. Hold on. Riker, Slug, Shane Thorne is our referee. Don't you mean Slapjack? So now we know. Now we know why. Why is Shane Thorne the ref of this match? What happened to Aubrey? Did she get burned so badly in that match with the tables yesterday? That is the question. The bear hug from Riker, and Blake is still in here. Get him out of the ring. He does not belong in this cage match. The whole point of the cage is to make sure he's not here. So do your job, Shane Thorne. Seriously, do your job. Official. Make him exit the ringside area. So, we have confirmed, supposedly, that Jake Hager is going to be at Bellator doing that MMA next week. Bellator 250 is the show. So I think it's the 29th, I believe, is the date for that show. And that, to me, explains why they were like, hey, we're going to have Jericho and Hager going for those tag titles. Oh, wait, never mind, they're not. So if he has to train for a new fight, an actual fight, and that would have him not working matches in AEW, that makes all the sense in the world for the big hurt, Jake Hager. So, also, I am getting somewhat trounced here in this matchup so far. I have not mounted a good bit of offense, and that's kind of annoying with someone I've already beaten handily. Yeah, Blake, get out of here. Thank you, Shane Thorne. The Mighty don't kneel. So, TM51. So, Dark Side of the Ring. It had been rumored to be signed for a Season 3 and is now officially confirmed. Season 3 is going to be happening of that show on Viceland, whatever. So, excited. It's a good show. And looking forward to seeing what stories they cover in Season 3. Because, man, there's plenty of more dark stories in wrestling. Boy, I tell you what. So, that, to be sure, the Brainbuster from Slug to Riker. Can I hit that knee to face? Anyhow, let's get into Monday Night Raw from last night, and it opened with The Fiend in your season premiere. And who would interrupt The Fiend but Retribution? And man, if you ever wanted a more solid comparison of Retribution and Nexus, this show was a pretty good one of those. Because John Cena and Nexus is The Fiend and Retribution, just making them look like chumps. And that's just, yeah, they're done. They're just, I can't see them doing anything else besides what they've been doing and being any bigger than what they are, because, yeah, it's rough. So, I feel like they actually might have had something there with Ali. Here it is, knee to face. They might have had something with Ali and then immediately decide, nope, have Fiend squish him, whatever, it's fine. But before The Fiend even did that, T-Bar tapped out to the Hurt Business. So Lashley, looking like a beast, beating up Retribution. My agility went down. That's the opposite of what has to be happening here. Oh man. King Corbin renewed his SmackDown deal for 47 weeks. Nick Aldis is going to Raw. William Regal has turned heel. No, no. Oh, no. Sir William Regal, he's a man. Fandango has improved after being hyped by the press. We don't get hype. We stay hype. Wade Barrett's toughness has deteriorated. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Attack Slug is still challenged, and it went down. My agility went down from that match in the cage. Meeting Paul Bearer. Oh, yes! Should there be an Attack Slug action fig for the rights? Paul Bearer, I will never say no to. Yes. Have the rights to my toy rights. Yes. Make it. Oh, you don't actually own those rights. Never mind. How do I not own my rights? Who owns the rights to me? What the hell was that, Paul Bearer? Oh, man, really? Velveteen Dream, really? Really? And how the hell do you have a one-on-one War Games match? That, bro. I need to train my agility. Give me percentage points in my agility. Thank you. Oh, I got a whole 1 point there, 78%. I have zero interest, hey, there's Aubrey, in putting Velveteen Dream on my screen here, so Attack Slug is going to skip this match. Even though it might end my streak, we're going to simulate the result, and yes, it ended my streak, that's fine. No airtime for creeps. Moving on. Braun Strowman renewed his deal on SmackDown. Ring of Honor crowned Simon Grimm as their new ROH TV champion. The fans insist on treating Oni Lorcan as a heel. Cameron Grimes' profile has improved after being hyped to the moon. Austin Theory has been enjoying his role in NXT in recent weeks. Nothing on the schedule means it's time to train and raise my agility. 81%. I need 2 more. 83%. Mission complete. Sir William Regal. Paige here, renewing her deal with SmackDown. Tyler Breeze feels great today. Austin Theory left. He was so happy, and then he left to go to Impact. What? And again, 205 and UK has sunk below Ring of Honor. I didn't sign with either of them to be the least popular brand in wrestling. Regal, I did your bidding. Yes, I followed your advice and made my prospects better than ever. So, Finn Balor, give me a shot. Oh, a bonus! Hell yeah! More money. I'll take it. 6-man war charity event versus Best Friends. Got to give the people what they want. So, Best Friends and Orange Cassidy versus Attack Slug and... Bronson Reed? Pete Dunne? No, wait. Pete just turned heel. So, instead it is Kevin Owens and a champion. Oh, it's Owens and Balor. So Slug, Owens, and Balor for the honor of NXT versus Best Friends and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. I do believe. That's a good crew. That's a good crew. I like it. Here we go. Best Friends. Now then, also in that match between Hurt Business and Retribution, you had Slapjack getting knocked out on his feet. Like, he got knocked loopy and almost couldn't finish the match. That was a little bit scary to watch. So, on Raw elsewhere, I had heard the rumor. After I filmed yesterday, I heard the rumor that they were going to give that huge bodyguard guy with AJ. They were going to have that as a crew here. Slug and I are here for much more than just another wrestling match. Okay, Trent. Charity event, raising money for good causes all over the world. Those in attendance already did their bit by showing up, so give yourselves a good round of applause. Those watching at home, get on your phone or get online and pledge a donation. Join the Attack Slug Patreon, link in the description. Let's give the world a match that's worthy of a big donation. But yes, I had heard the Big Ninja, aka the Raw Underground bodyguard, was going to be AJ Styles' bodyguard, or authority. He was going to be his Diesel, if you will. So that did happen, and he is now aligned with AJ on Raw. And he fought Matt Riddle And one, with a distraction, is AJ Styles, the face that runs the place. Anyhow, Lana had her match against Asuka, and it was short, but honestly, it was not terrible. I had thought, oh man, it's going to be an absolute train wreck, but Asuka is really good and made Lana look pretty good. But, of course, Asuka retained. Then out comes the Women's Tag Team Champions, Nia and Shayna, because they want a piece of Asuka. All that good stuff. But then we had a Women's Tag Team Fatal 4-Way matchup. And that was certainly a thing, but Nia and Shayna retained those titles. So, Elias made his return again and did his song. That whole thing happened. And then Jeff Hardy came out to continue the Elias, and oh my god, the power of Attack Slug on freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. One. What? Rope break? I heard rope break. That was not a rope break. I was so far from the ropes there. What is happening? But if I happen to also sneakily punch Finn Balor by accident to cause a feud, you know, that could happen. Just saying. 2. A 1 count. A 1 count. So, Kofi Kingston beat Sheamus. That happened. And we had a promo from Ali in Retribution. Here we go. Knee to face on Chuck Taylor. Sexy Chucky T. And Orange Cassidy breaks it up. Oh, come on. The suplex on top of me. Thanks, Balor. We could have won there. What are you trying to do? Trent, kick out. A kick out. This is a war. Fight Owens, fight. We had Ali admit he was the hacker on SmackDown, as we had thought he was in the first place. It is now confirmed that was his role. He was the hacker, and at that point, you wonder, okay, his whole thing is, I'm going to sow and seed chaos. But all the hacker did on SmackDown was get together Otis and Mandy. That was the only thing he did of any consequence on SmackDown. So that's him with chaos? Like, Mandy and Otis? That's your chaos, bro? Like, what? Huh? I mean, okay, but sure, I suppose. It's weird, man. It's real weird. So, it's just, that thing is kind of doomed at this point, right? Like, I don't know how you pull up and make that compelling again, or just not an absolute joke like it currently is. It's just Nexus 3.0 at this point. It's really just, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I thought adding in Ali could have done wonders, and then Vince apparently lost interest, because that's what Vince do sometimes, or the creative team does not have the right, you know, idea. Super kick from Orange Cassidy. I don't know, man. But Otis, speaking of, was on this show. Sort of. So Tucker, who was drafted to Raw, said, hey, Miz and Morrison, I'm going to fight you, and I'm going to get me a tag team partner to fight you with. And it was Otis in a luchador outfit, which was hilarious. And again, if you could have more superstars that aren't on a brand coming in a Mr. America type disguise, that's fantastic. Do that. It was pretty funny. So, they obviously won that matchup, and Otis pinned, or I'm sorry, El Grande Gordo pinned The Miz. Good lucha things, as such. Now, we had a Firefly Fun House, and that did feature Little Miss Bliss at the end of it. So that whole thing continues, and the more I see of this whole Fiend thing, like what they're currently doing with it and what it's been doing for the past year plus, it just starts to look like the Fiend is basically John Cena, but spookier. Like, think of the height of Super Cena. And did anybody feuding with Super Cena ever actually get over besides maybe AJ Styles and CM Punk? But otherwise, if you were in a John Cena feud, you came out on the losing end and you were poorer for it. Like, alright, you're in the main event, awesome. But it didn't really do a whole lot for your career, looking at guys like Owens and, say, Bray Wyatt. Like, at the time, we were like, oh man, another John Cena burial. Another burial. Because feuding with John Cena did not give your career that upward projection. Instead, you just kind of feuded with him for a little bit and perhaps made that main event money and then went back down to the mid-card or wherever, and it just didn't, end of days on Orange Cassidy. It just didn't do what you hoped it would for your career. Rusev. Just saying. Right? So now it seems like the path that they have The Fiend on is that, yeah, you're in that spot, getting all that TV time with The Fiend. Awesome. But does it do anything for your career so far, unless you are already an established guy? Not really. Not really. So, Retribution, I'm sorry, it's just not, Thor's hammer. Busted me open. Good God almighty. Alright, anyway. We had Braun Strowman facing Keith Lee, and a headbutt to the balls cost Lee the match, and Braun Strowman wins with a big kick to the chest. And the end of the show on a cliffhanger with Randy Orton in the cell, cutting a promo, doing Randy Orton things, and then out comes Drew with a pair of bolt cutters, gets in the cell, closes the door, and that's the end of the show. So they don't actually fight, it's, hey man, cliffhanger. That's fine, you know. We have Hell in a Cell this Sunday. You save it and make folks subscribe to watch it on the network. That's the idea. Anyhow, I have Thor's hammer. I am worthy. Can this match be over? Oh my God, it's elimination. I did not peep that particular... Oh my God, I'm on my own. Best friends. Best friends. Jeez. Alright, well, can they cause enough distraction for me to win this match? Don't leave, you guys. Don't leave. Oh, come on. You have no energy, Orange Cassidy. This was, well, again, best friends are a unified force. They are a unified unit, and clearly, myself, Owens, and Balor are all feuding for reasons of championship gold. So, we aren't on the same page. Whereas best friends are very clearly on the same page. They're best friends. So, the people being given what they want. But this does not look good for your boy. This does not look good for your boy. The roll-up. Oh my God. Best friends. This is just bad news. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Because I am not going to win this match. Good God almighty. I wish that Owens and Balor had not left ringside. They were like, you're on your own, kid. You're on your own. Oh my God. Yes, pin off of that. The 450. The cluster. Oh, how? That would have been perfect. I don't see a winning reality here, but Attack Slug will fight until his very last breath. I'm not going to tap out, I'm going to pass out. Eddie Kingston style. So, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin style. The roll-up from Freshly Squeezed, only a 1 count. Wearing the Balor headdress. Mocking Finn Balor in his elimination in this match. Which I didn't know was elimination. So, you know, that ain't going to happen. Alright. So, oh! Best friends! Betrayal! Betrayal! It's now 2-on-1. The odds have evened just a little bit by the incidental contact between Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy. He's had enough. He's had enough, folks. If that can happen again, then maybe I will defeat the odds here. If I could choke out Trent here, or just... Yeah! Snapdragon! Snapdragon! It is now 1-on-1 with Sexy Chucky T. This has been the craziest 6-man I've ever seen. So, let's make this happen. Let's make Slug the winner. And destroy the best friends. Or as Miro says, the good friends. Can that happen? I don't want the awful waffle. Can Attack Slug make Chuck Taylor tap out with these mounted punches? These two hate each other to death. To death. Oh my God, backbreaker. No! Best friends won. Well fought. I made the most amazing comeback in the world, but could not get the job done. It was just too much. Chucky T is now a heel. Trent injured his ribs. Finn Balor's skill went up. I'm not sure how, but it went up. Kona Reeves, the finest. He wants to pass on his legacy to me. What legacy, Kona Reeves? Also, where's my clothes? What happened to my... What? My protege? Kona Reeves, the finest? Nah, I'm good. I want a shot at Finn Balor. So, I don't want Kona Reeves. Nah, I already have whatever this is. You ain't worthy to lace my boots anyway. Grand Metalik renewed his deal on SmackDown. Heath left Impact to go back to Raw. Good for him, man. He got kids. Rhino has said Heath left Impact. Jake Hager going to Ring of Honor? Huh? Jericho has said that everyone in the Inner Circle is leaving. And yes, I will have to fight the finest next time. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. See you then. And I'm out.